That was Strike Up the Band, which is Monterey County Pop's theme song. And again, welcome to Carmel by the Sea on this beautiful day. And I want you all to know, if you're visiting, the weather is like this every day, 360, whatever it is a year. It is. Monterey County Pops, I'm going to read some of this because I don't want to miss anything. But our mission is serving the underserved in Monterey County. Underserved. I want you to zero on that word. We go where the need is. We don't ask people to come to us. We go where we can help. Some of our programs are in the schools. We are going to be -2 high school districts in every school district in this county with a program of musicians going into the music department of the school, in the high school in particular, sitting with the students during their period of music, and then that night putting a concert on with the students, sitting with our orchestra, playing with them. You should understand the impact of professional musicians playing with high school students in their school. The other thing we're very excited about is that we're going into senior care centers now. And we're participating, I think, in about 10 seniors care centers in the county. They can't come to our concerts. They're unable to, many of them. So we go to them and we go into their care center and we give them a darn good concert. So when I say we, me and the Monterey County Pops serve the underserved of Monterey County. You're looking at the orchestra that does exactly that. They don't talk, they do. You also should know that these people are all union musicians, and so they're very expert at what they do. They're not people that kind of wander in. And I tell you, so far, how many were here during the warm-up when they were playing? How many were here then? Okay, you had a chance to hear them. Now you're going to hear everything. Okay, it's time now to introduce our director, Dr. Carl Christensen. And can you get up all right, Carl? And I've known him in his position for, I think it's about 42, 43 years. Dr. Christensen, Carl to you, is only conductor we've had in 43 years. That says something. And the other thing is, when I first met him as one of the early conductors, he had white hair also. So you can't blame the musicians for giving it to him. At this point, we would like now to ask those people that are visiting Carmel by the sea. If you're visiting Carmel, would you please stand up? If you're visitors to Carmel, come on, no, don't hold your hands, stand up. You old guys, get up, come on. These are visitors, right? Good. Now, people from Carmel by the sea were the city limits. If you're in the city limits, please stand up. If you live in the city limits of Carmel by the sea. If you're standing by a visitor, welcome them right now. 30 seconds. Welcome the visitors that are standing there. Thank you for coming. Now we'll have, if you'll remain standing, please, back up. We're going to have the national anthem sung by Stephanie Halsey and conducted by Dr. Carl Christensen.
so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars in perilous fight, where the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets were bombs bursting in the deep through the night. That our flag was still there, when sailors that star-spangled banner flying away o'er the land of the
Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you very much. As most of you know, we begin almost all of our concerts with something called the Armed Forces Salute. This is a medley of the service themes of all the various branches of the Armed Forces. And we invite you, when you hear your song, if you're an active duty member, retired, a veteran, a family of a veteran, to stand and receive our applause. The Armed Forces Salute. You will notice one of the unruly clarinets is going to stand during the Air Force theme. The United States Army. United States Coast Guard. United States Marine Corps. United States Navy. We have a couple of different themes today. Independence Day, obviously. The orchestra here was kind of teasing me before that almost every song has America in the title, and so that's on purpose. The next piece we'd like to play is a fanfare, but it is loosely based on My Country 'Tis of Thee, America, which will be sung by Stephanie Halsey after that. And please, everyone, let's welcome back Judge Stephanie Halsey, who is going to sing My Country 'Tis of Thee, America, all 4 verses.
My country 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty. thy rocks and rills, thy woods and temperate hills. My heart with rapture fills like that above. Let music fill the breeze that brings through all the trees sweet freedom song. Let mortal tongues awake, let all that breed partake, let rocks their silence break, no sound prolong. Our fathers God to thee, author of liberty, to thee we sing. Long may our land be bright with freedom's holy light. Protect us by thy might, great God, our King.
Thank you very much, Stephanie. She's going to be coming back 2 more times. We're featuring 4 new arrangements that we bought specifically to perform for you today. The next one called American Flourish, a newly composed piece, and includes the traditional tunes Yankee Doodle Dandy, When Johnny Comes Marching Home, and the folk song Shenandoah. Thank you very much. Did you catch the one measure of the Star Spangled Banner right at the very end there? He tried to work that in also. I think maybe it's against the law to include more than that, but he got the first few notes. Okay, it's our pleasure today to feature the marches by John Philip Sousa. I'm sure you've heard of Sousa, called the March King. He flourished as a private uh, um, band leader at the end of the 19th century, had a large uh, band that toured the States, and he composed many, many marches and became a very wealthy man. At some point, he conducted the United States Marine Band, still called the President's Own, and they honor him as their former conductor. He was a canny businessman, John Philip Sousa, and I believe his copyrights on these hundreds of marches didn't run out until about 2015. And at that point, the United States Marine Band, his old band, had got together all of the different versions and copies and all of that, and published free to the public, to all of us and all the school bands in the United States, all the Sousa marches to be downloaded for free. So we're pleased to offer our first Sousa march for today, The Thunderer. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Honoring John Philip Sousa, our first march of his. The next piece, To Honor America, manages to work in quite a few traditional American songs. America the Beautiful, which you'll hear several times. Yankee Doodle, again, When Johnny Comes Marching Home. The theme taps Finally, My Country, 'Tis of Thee, and to finish up, the Shaker Melody, Simple Gifts. All right, I've been informed by our president, this will be your last chance to buy raffle tickets. People will be circulating around selling raffle tickets. We invite you to participate. At this point, I do need to point out, just reemphasize again, it was lovely last year. We had a city official welcome all these wonderful people donating their holiday to play for you. They are donating the holiday, but they are getting paid, and they're getting paid a union wage that we negotiate with Local 6 of the American Federation of Musicians in San Francisco. We have, this is the union that San Francisco Symphony, San Francisco Opera, San Francisco Ballet, Oakland Symphony, Santa Cruz Symphony, Monterey Symphony, etc., participate in, and I'm pleased to introduce Beth Zayer. Beth, stand up. Where are you? Beth? Beth is the treasurer of the AFMM Local 6 in San Francisco. It has a very long history. You'll notice that it's local number 6. New York is 802, right? Yeah, I don't know how that happened. LA is 47 and we're local 6. Now, another person to tell you a little bit more about, Stephanie Hulsey. Judge Stephanie Hulsey grew up in this area and went to the Manhattan School of Music and studied voice and earned a bachelor's degree and a master's degree in voice, and lived and worked on the East Coast for about 10 years as a professional singer. Her father died unexpectedly, prematurely, and she returned to Monterey County to support her mother and family. Notice there weren't a lot of singing opportunities around for pay, and so she went to the Monterey College of Law. She's a proud graduate of that institution. She was in the district attorney's office for many years and is now a Superior Court judge on the bench in Salinas. Please welcome back Judge Stephanie to sing America the Beautiful. Did I leave anything out?
Beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of green, for purple mountains' majesty, above the rooted plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for pilgrims' feet who stern in passioned stress, a thoroughfare for freedom beat across a wilderness. America, God mend thine every flaw. Confirm thy soul in self-control, thy liberty in law. Oh, beautiful for heroes proved in liberating strife, who more than self their country loved, and mercy more than life. America, America, may God thy gold refine, till all success be nobleness, and every gain divine. Oh, beautiful for patriots' dream that sees beyond thy years, thine alabaster cities gleam, undimmed by Monterey, from sea to shining sea.
Okay, time for another Sousa March. This is the Semper Fidelis March, always faithful. But as you know, that's the Latin motto of the Marine Corps. And this march has been officially adopted as the official march of the United States Marine Corps, composed by their old band director, John Philip Sousa. It has some interesting features. In the middle, you'll hear a part that the bugles would play in a military parade. A bugle is just a trumpet without valves. And so there's a place where the trumpets, just drums and things going on, and the trumpets play a bugle call, which I assume in the military keeping time during the day has some special meaning. Anyway, Semper Fidelis March in honor of the United States Marine Corps. Okay. Okay. Last chance to buy raffle tickets. Maybe it already passed. Okay. Last chance. Okay. Judge Stephanie will impartially draw the the winning ticket. Drum roll. Okay, the winning ticket is 1948, 1948, 642. Last three numbers, 642. Six, going once, 642. All right. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, everyone, for participating in that. I'm often asked, what does it mean, pops? What's a pops orchestra, and what is pops? And it's a lot of different things. Um, it First thing I always say, it means whatever I want it to mean, but that's kind of egotistical. So, pops is, for one thing, small bites. As you can tell in this concert, it's small, really nice excerpts of things. Um, it's, of course, includes all kinds of music. Normally, we include Broadway and movie music. We're just not, because of the theme of the day. But it also includes certain very attractive pieces, some of them brief, some of them not so brief, from the history of Western European concert music. So on Memorial Day, we did the Light Cavalry Overture, which is one of these pieces. It's from an operetta written by a guy named Franz von Suppé, who was in Vienna writing operettas at the end of the 19th century. And who knows what happened to the Light Cavalry, but the overture stuck around and gained fame in Saturday morning cartoons. And now we're going to follow this one up with the Poet and Peasant Overture. Now you can make up a story if you want. An overture is just a thing they play before the opera or musical or operetta. This one is called Poet and Peasant. I suppose there's kind of a nice, very sedate thing at the beginning, and then it gets kind of wild. So I suppose that's the poet. No, that's the poet. And then there's a boisterous part just afterwards, which is the peasant probably. But it's also a real whiz-bang piece that we love to play for you. We just bought this arrangement. We haven't played it in years. Hope you enjoy. Franz von Suppé. I hope it brings back great Saturday morning memories of cartoons. Poet and Peasant Overture. I think we'll wait just a moment. Okay, there we go. Just as John Philip Sousa carefully kept track of his copyrights and took advantage of them, so did famously Irving Berlin, the composer of God Bless America. Our next piece, this didn't come off copyright till fairly recently. It was kind of hard to get copies of it, but we're pleased to invite Stephanie back again to sing God Bless America.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans, I will America, my home, sweet home. Bless America, my home, sweet home. America, America, America.
Okay, and another famous Sousa March, the Washington Post March. One of the musicians had a little story about this, that they were playing for something at Stanford, and somebody said, I hope you're not playing the Washington Post March. And the question is, well, are we talking about ancient history? Or anyway, they had something that, who told me that story? Anyway, they had said something about the Stanford team. It wasn't recent politics, it was way before that. So the Washington Post mentioned him here it was for I think the Washington Post newspaper was having a contest, and this was for the award ceremony or something. Sousa wrote doesn't score, I guess the word is scores, 150 marches, sometimes on the back of envelopes in the train. We hope you enjoy Washington Post. We'd like to just reprise one more time America the Beautiful. This is a famous arrangement that's available for all sorts of different ensembles. The orchestration of America the Beautiful in this case is by Carmen Dragon. I grew up in East Contra Costa County, and Carmen Dragon was a native of Antioch. Some of you might be familiar with Antioch and the Sacramento River. I checked just now, there is a Carmen Dragon school in Antioch. He was a music executive, maybe a directed studio orchestra or something like that. This is a very famous, lush arrangement that we hope does justice to America the Beautiful. Now, we've been saying all the way through here, this is a free concert, but I'd like to publicly thank the board and the officers and the people passing among you at the moment, because it's not free for them. They raise serious money to get all these wonderful players here for you on a 4th of July. We love being here, but people want to be fairly compensated and also their travel expenses. We need your help. We'd really appreciate it. We hope you enjoy America the Beautiful. Okay, a very happy 4th of July to everyone in the audience. As you probably know, it's a long tradition to finish 4th of July fireworks, 4th of July concerts with fireworks accompanied by the 1812 Overture. Now, I guess we couldn't afford the fireworks today, but we still wanted to do 1812. We also couldn't afford the famous cannons, but our drummers back there have all sorts of very loud drums that they will try to deploy at the right place. We hope that you enjoy the very finale. Now, the other thing about the 1812 Overture, don't watch it. Don't go on YouTube. There's like 20 minutes of stuff before the famous part. Okay, and it's Tchaikovsky, of course, was Russian, so the Russian orchestras play it just insanely fast, and I think it's just because they want to get through it and get to the famous part. So we're going to go straight to the famous part, the dessert 1812 Overture finale. Thank you. Thank you. I read that John Philip Sousa always finished his concerts as an encore, Stars and Stripes Forever. So it's printed in your program, his most famous march. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for your support. Thank you, Carmel, for the great weather. It's been a pleasure to be here. Stars and Stripes Forever. So you guys will stand for the solo brass. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. See you next year. And we're going to be in Seaside on Labor Day, a new venue for us, Seaside. Costume Laguna Grande on Labor Day. Some labor music. Okay. Thank you.